My name is David Shouse, developer, investor around here, also on local business. I own several lots there in multiple. Well, I want to back up just a little bit. There was a statement said by Mr. Proctor earlier about you guys represent the citizens and you're to be in the know of what the public wants. And besides, Mr. Faust through some power upgrades to properties, and also Mayor Weaver, which I met, I think, officially last month at the city. I don't know any of you guys. And I believe you have two of the largest developers and owners in the city sitting right here, and we don't know you. I just want to make that clear. You're talking to my tenants, but you don't know us. So, I own several lots under multiple identities. I was never notified of a rezoning. 4 corporations. None of them got anything. I learned through an employee of a company, the mayor visited the day of the December meeting that this was up. I immediately drove here. I'm sure you guys saw me walk in over at the tech store. Okay. I've developed and purchased in this area under the pretext that other commercial properties would be developed around me. All right? The infrastructure was paid for by ARC project grants. That's federal and city taxpayer money that was put to infrastructure to develop commercial property to promote the business and job creation. There is no way any other developer in their right mind is going to build anything else commercial beside this project. There's no way. The city of Jasper owns the rest of the lots on Jonah, I believe, or the majority of them.
Correct.
Okay? And to the best of my knowledge, neither party, city of Jasper, nor this developer, has put these lots on the open market for sale in the last few years. Because there was an argument that they haven't been developed. Well, you can't develop them if you don't sell them to developers. In the past 2 years, we've created jobs in the commercial buildings surrounding the property. Mr. Dilbeck and I have done some commercial exchanges. He's promoted business, I promoted business. One 16,000 square foot building created 30 jobs alone. Folks, that's 5 times more jobs in one building than the 6 lots. You're rezoning. Another building with a tenant in the aviation field will begin testing jet engines this spring. Okay? I don't know what noise that occurs, or whether they're just building them or what, but we got noise there. Another building with a tenant, are they supposed to alter their business plans because the city council's changing zoning around them? They were here first. They haven't caused any problems. I leased the property that Brad owns now. I own it. I leased it to them. They have no intentions of moving. These apartments will disrupt the way existing businesses operate. Period. There's no way around it. Larry Brown with Horse Trailer, right here, one of my tenants, has told me he would not have leased his building with an apartment complex next door. Okay? Jeff Carlo, Revelation Aerospace, told me he would not have leased his building. Lee Morrison, Swag Industries. Not only would he not lease his building, I'm in jeopardy of losing a lease purchase option. This city may cost me money that's already in place. And and go back to what Brad was saying, that current developer is developing Gateway. Same thing, 2014, he told the city he'd be over green space, hasn't been done. Told the city he'd give him a $50,000 check to develop that part, hasn't been done. Said it would be complete within 5 years. I don't think there's a piece of wood being delivered or metal stud delivered to build it. What are we waiting on? There's been this is what kind of concerns me also on this project. There's been no talk of start dates. No.
Talking about the apartments now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the city council didn't put anything. Hey, we'll do this, but you're gonna start on this date. Because we're gonna go back to a gateway. No finish dates. No proof of funding.
A lot of municipalities now require, hey, show us an irrevocable letter of credit, you're gonna finish this project. What do we want, 10 apartments built, and then we hit a recession, and the private investor pulled his money out, and we got some projects sitting over there? No. You know, what stops him, since none of these conditions were put into effect, what stops him from selling to another developer and affordable housing being built? You're claiming that we're gonna have upscale apartments. What's stopping him from doing something else? There was no conditions put on it that I'm aware of. I didn't hear them in that meeting. Old Philadelphia is at maximum capacity. On the sports academy that was built right across from Amy's, I already had 2 cars come into my grass area. Cars coming around the curves too fast. If someone thinks they're gonna go down Jonah and get to the Ford thing, they're crazy. They're gonna come out where Walmart is. And it's already way too much traffic. I mean, you got Annie's traffic parking across the road using my parking lot since we're not open in the day. You got elderly people walking across the road to get their biscuits or whatever they're getting there. There's not enough. And that's the other thing, is are we as taxpayers on the hook when the road falls apart? 100 families going in and out of that road. That road's gonna degrade very fast. 200 kids, that's what I estimate a family, 2 kids, family. We're gonna have 200 kids crossing the roads in front of big rigs, delivery trucks, hanging out down the commercial park. What's that do to my liability? What's that do to Brad's liability? Kid jump the fence, everybody wants to sue everybody. Do we have to deal with the kids wandering into our commercial area? Also, another point, there's been high case studies performed about living next to high voltage lines. I mean, I was looking it up in other parts of the transmission network. They increase the risk of cancer and health problems. I believe 700 feet is what they recommend anybody building a dwelling from those that's not 700 feet from those transmission lines. We don't want our kids growing up under that magnetic stuff. I also question the estimated rent rate proposed by the developer. Local income don't support those rates. I don't know a lot of people that work at some of the jobs we're creating that can afford that rate. Any person that can afford those rates are not gonna live in the middle of a commercial park. They're just not gonna do it. And I guess my last point is that if you approve this, the citizens of this county and city want their beauty. They don't want the county developed outside this 4-lane. So if you do it, you're gonna force us to go out there. You gave us an area to develop, and now you're gonna take it away from us. So the question is, does this request seem consistent with long-range land use plans of this area? And the answer is no. That's the answer. The zoning hinders future local plans for the surrounding property. That's all I got for you.